Talk about there is a white woman that is spitting game. So all you guys who are thinking that I'm just bashing black women, nope, got nothing to do with that. It's just Western American women. All right, let's get to it.
A society full of women with no accountability. Guess what? It just repeats the cycle. And then the daughters grow up the same exact way. We're teaching our daughters how to be queens instead of being wives. Teaching young men to be gentlemen, to be providers, to pay for everything, to open the doors. Meanwhile, we're telling our daughters, know your worth and never settle. So one side's learning selflessness, the other side's learning self-prioritization. But unfortunately, little girls are taught what do they deserve versus what do they also bring to the relationship. And I'm raising a protector and a provider, and the last thing I want is my son to end up with your dusty daughter thinking that being submissive to a good man is oppression. Last I checked, equality doesn't mean that women get to wear the crown while men get to carry the cross. When we have a society full of
Yeah.
women with
See that
being
last part?
submissive to a good man,
I'll let it
is
play
a
again.
society full of women with no accountability. Guess what? It just repeats the cycle. And then the daughters grow up the same exact way. We're teaching our daughters how to be queens instead of being wives. Teaching young men to be gentlemen, to be providers, to pay for everything, to open the doors. Meanwhile, we're telling our daughters, know your worth and never settle. So one side's learning selflessness, the other side's learning self-prioritization. But unfortunately, little girls are taught what do they deserve versus what do they also bring to the relationship. And I'm raising a protector and a provider, and the last thing I want is my son to end up with your dusty daughter thinking that being submissive to a good man is oppression. Last I checked, equality doesn't mean that women get to wear the crown while men get to carry the cross.
She hit it. She hit it. Good. She hit it good, boys. Right? Tell me she did. All right, so black ladies. All right, this ain't just about you. Right? I know you guys been thinking that well, I hate black women. Who hurt you? Ladies, grow up. Who hurt you? Like, it's just the dumbest thing. Like, that's like me asking who desecrated you sexually. Like, what? Like, I can always say that, right? Women always like to use sign language: shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right. Shame is always the first one. Shame, insult, guilt, need to be right. Sign language. Stuff doesn't work over here, ladies. Anyway, back to the video. So this is not just about a black thing, right? The reason why I pick on black women is because I'm black and I want us to do better. But as you can see, this is a white woman, clearly a white woman who is having the same issues and who is observing the same issues with quote unquote dusty ass females, right? Who give birth to dusty ass children, specifically dusty ass daughters. It's like a never ending cycle, man. Like it truly is. And it's so sad to witness the degeneracy of the American civilization. I mean, it is what it is at this point, right? But this is a white woman who's actually talking, not a black woman. This is a white woman actually saying the same thing that I've been spouting, since I've been consistent on YouTube. It's not going to change. Don't matter what the race is. Don't matter. White, black, Spanish. As long as she's Americanized, this is the result. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. But you want to know the part that got me when she said, like, black is like women in general, especially in the United States, are taught to be queens, not to be wives. They're supposed to be queens. So, in other words, they're queens and we're what? The servants? Which is basically what it is. I mean, you think about it. When black women say, or women in general in the United States, when they say, oh, I need a man who can provide and protect, they just basically want a slave. They want that queen treatment. But how do they treat their men? Like peasants, the worker bees. I would never marry. Matter. She. I would never even talk to an American woman. Ever. Ever. Give me an example. I was in Old San Juan. I went to a club over there. It's a pretty cool spot actually. I like the topography and it's pretty cool. Right. So I was in a club over there, one of the famous clubs over there, and I was sitting there, and sure enough, there was a bunch of people there, but sure enough, sitting next to me on the other table, about 5 or 6 young American women. These are 23s, 24s, whatever. They just all recently graduated from college. They had all done their masters. Sure, whatever. All along. So there was one black woman, one of the girls who was black. The rest were different. They were all American, but different races. I'm talking to the black girl. And she and I were actually having a good conversation. We're actually having a good conversation. So I was getting ready to leave, and then she wanted to give me her number, but then she had to get the approval of the other women in the group. I was getting along with all the women naturally. But then during the conversation, I cracked a little joke just to see how she was going to react. So she asked me, "So how old do you think I am?" I said, "I don't know, 59." And her reaction was shock and surprise, not of laughter, right? So I could tell, okay, she doesn't even get jokes. And she, of course, told her friends, "He said I look like I'm 59." Oh, the whole mood changed. Anyway, so when she was getting ready to leave, like we still having a conversation. So she wanted to give me a number, but she had to get the approval of her friends. And of course, all of them hated on me, literally grabbed her physically and moved her away from me. So they go to another section in the club, or whatever. So I go over there because that's where everybody was dancing. So I see this hot Indian chick. I mean, she was hot, young, slim, and shape, everything. Hot chick. So I'm talking to her, and guess what? Corner of my eye, guess who's literally staring at me with absolute hate? The black chick. She was like, "Oh, hell no, he didn't." And of course, the Indian chick gave me her contact information and I kept it moving. Right? But that was a stark reminder to me that, yep, American women, yeah. If I was even thinking about even just talking to one, that reminded me that, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Because for the most part, they all want the queen treatment. And men are sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of not being appreciated. We are sick and tired of it. But you know what smart people do? You know what the smart guys do? Or guys that are actually capable of doing pulling this off. They move to a different country. They do. Oh, and ladies, let me be very crystal clear. I do not, it's not that I don't like black women. No. It's not that I won't even talk to black women. It's that I won't talk to American black women. It ain't happening. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I don't give a damn. You give me $10,000, I ain't doing it. Nope. You can pay me $10,000 just to talk to you. I'd say no. I don't. Because I know how the story ends, bro. I just know how the story, bro. What are we doing? Y'all know how this shit ends, man. She's got like 10 different dudes in a DM. Bro, why am I gonna compete with that? For what? I ain't special. I'm under no illusions that I'm special. If NBA players can get divorced at a rate of 80, over 80%, who the hell am I? Women say they want things that they don't want. Truly. It, I equate women to the Joker. Doesn't matter. It's just chaos for no reason. Chaos that makes no freaking sense. There's no safety with the Joker. It's the same thing with American women. There's no safety. You can be tall. You can sling the biggest dick. You're gonna have the most money. You can be the most handsome. You can have a 12 pack. It doesn't freaking matter, bruh. It doesn't matter. Give me an example. Tyrese, tall, what women would call handsome. The nigga even sings, man. Nigga sing, man. And he got money. She still divorced his ass for no reason. I'll give you another example. Jason Momoa. Oh, women talk about they like the Hawaiian. He big, he tall, he handsome, he this, he that, he got money. Lisa Bonet, a black woman, what she do? She divorced his ass. Why? For no reason. We just weren't getting along no more. So I'm supposed to build with that. These are who y'all equate to as queens? Really? Then women say, okay, they want to be passport queens or whatever the fuck they say. Really? That's what you want to do. So let me get this straight. So the men in the United States aren't making enough money for you, according to you, even though y'all the brokest out of everybody in the whole world. Well, in the United States. So you think you're gonna get a rich man in another country to marry you, black woman? Do you see what you guys project out on the internet on a daily basis, and you're expecting a foreigner to marry you guys? With what money? If you can't find a man in the United States with money, if that's not enough money for you, where do you think you're going to find somebody with money? How? Ladies, when you talk, I need you guys to think about it. I need you guys to think about it. You guys want to be queens. You guys want to treat men like peasants. Okay, cool. So where are you going to find these men to treat you like queens? Where? Your only option is stupid ass dudes, desperate ass black dudes in the United States. That's all you got. That's it. That's all you got. And still, you treat black men like afterthoughts, like something to use, something to throw away, like a bottle cap, like a piece of lint, a bottle cap, something you just use and throw away. Black women always want to be queens. Yeah, queen. Queen of what? Like, what queen? In what way are you a queen? You can't cook. You can't clean. You're only good for sex. But even that's dangerous because 2 out of every 3 you guys have reported to having an STI. Do you guys understand just how bad you guys are as far as I'm talking about the dating market? 2 out of every 3 Black women have reported having an STI, and that's the ones that have reported. So in other words, if you have 100 women that report, I'm not talking about the women that did not report, they actually have the nerve to report. 67 of them would say they have an STI. Or at least they have had an STI. You're the least marriageable. You don't want to get married. You just want resources from a man in form of what? Children. That's why you see Black women having 6 or 7 kids from 3 baby daddies, so they don't have to work. So they can feed their children bottom ass McDonald's, put them in public school. But yet they're getting $1,000 from 3 different men. They don't have to work. And this is why they are the least educated. No, you're not the most educated Black woman. If I have to hear one more Black fucking woman say we're the most educated, compared to who? Compared to who? To Black men? Yes. Well, not even Black men, because Black men have started to drop out of college. Yes, I agree. Black men have started to drop out of college because they know that college is bullshit. That's not a way to make money, go to fucking college. No, that's not the way to make money. That's silly. It's silly thinking. That's antiquated thinking. You think because you went to college, even Black women that go to college, the majority of Black women make less than $42,000 a year. And they're the most in debt, and they spend the most amount of money. Why would guys, ladies, for you ladies that are watching, please, I just gave you a balanced breakfast. Why would a Black man want to tie himself down to a woman with student debt? She can't cook. She is masculine. She demands that you treat her like a queen. She is not accountable. It's not you. She will divorce you sooner or later. Explain to me why you guys refer to yourselves as queens. You're not queens. You only want the Black man for 2 things: his sperm and his money. And you teach your children, especially your daughters, the same thing. It's the same fucking cycle. One generation to another generation to another generation. It is a sad state of affairs for America in general, for Black women specifically, because I am Black. Hi guys. I actually got this clip from Excel Motivate channel. Go and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, this is a white woman saying the same thing. Remember, we talk about divorce matters because divorce actually matters. Talk about it.